This trick is called ladder escape, and it looks like this. So I did an extra jump rope at the end. I'll show you that. That's not really part of the trick, but it seems to help it finish nicely. So when you start this trick, what you're going to do is you're going to start by throwing the yo-yo around your thumb, almost like you're going into a 1.5 mount. But instead of going into your 1.5 mount, what you're going to do is you're going to push the string that's on your thumb forward so that the yo-yo goes right behind those strings and kind of over this first finger. But instead of letting it drape over this first finger, you're actually going to hook the string as it comes around. And as the yo-yo swings around, you're going to twist your finger inward and then point it forward and insert your thumb to open up that loop. So let me show you that again. Again, you go over your thumb behind the strings, you're going to hook your finger down so that the string goes around it, twist it inward, and the way that I keep this string from wrapping around with my finger like this is I just push it down with my thumb right here. That makes it a little bit easier. And then the last part of the beginning of the trick is just to mount the yo-yo over your first finger here, and then to spread the string apart with your thumb, and that creates this ladder mount right here, which is where the trick begins. When you do the ladder mount, the yo-yo should never stop its motion until it mounts onto the string over the first finger of your opposite hand. So you are going to have to untwist the string with your yo-yo hand while the yo-yo is swinging around. And that can take some getting used to. So once you have the yo-yo in your ladder mount, the next step is you're going to hop the yo-yo off the string over your middle finger on your opposite hand. And then over here, what you're going to see is this little gap here between the string coming off of your yo-yo finger and this bottom string down here. So what you want to do is use the momentum of the yo-yo to go up over the strings and then down into that hole that you've just created. And sometimes when you do that, what's going to happen is it's going to land onto the string coming off of your yo-yo hand, just like this. And that's not really a big problem because you can just move your yo-yo finger back and usually the yo-yo will just come right off that string. If that's giving you a lot of problems, you can cheat a little bit and you can grab the string with your pinky down here and just really get it out of the way. And that seems to help eliminate that particular problem. The other thing that you're going to find is once you get the yo-yo into that hole there, you are now in what I like to call knot land. And knot land, what that means is if you were to just drop all the strings right now, you're going to get a knot in the string. And what makes it even more confusing is that there's a lot of different elements in this next part of the trick, and you may, you're going to be messing up a lot as you're practicing, most likely, and you may lose track of where that hole is that's going to undo the knot. And so if that happens, what I suggest you do as you're practicing is just like drop 1 or 2 strings at a time and make sure that you don't drop the yo-yo completely. And then you can kind of sort through this and look for, just the best way to undo the knot. And if you're really patient about that and make sure you do that, then this will make learning this trick a lot less frustrating. So once you get through, up and then down through that hole, what you'll find is that you've got this string wrapped around your middle finger right here, and there's a little hole in here. So I suggest you put in your thumb and your first finger and maybe even your ring finger because you're going to want to open this hole up. And the yo-yo coming down through this hole, it's going to have some momentum to swing towards the outside of your body. So what you want to do is you want to keep that swinging motion going into a full circle in front of all the other strings. And then after one full circle, you're going to pop it up and catch it on the bottom string of that hole that's created with these fingers. If you're having a hard time hitting that bottom string, you can, again, kind of cheat a little bit. As it comes around, you can hook it with your first finger of your yo-yo hand and just set it on that string and then let it off your first finger. That's totally fine, and that might help you get that part of the trick a little bit easier. Once you have the yo-yo in this mount right here, what you're going to do is you're going to bounce it out towards the dominant side of your body, and you're going to catch the yo-yo on the first finger of your yo-yo hand right here. And what you're going to do with that is you're going to stop the motion of the yo-yo and then toss it around in a full circle, again in front of the strings, just like you did last time. Except this circle is going in the opposite direction as when you did it just a moment ago. And then you're going to use the momentum of that swing to pop the yo-yo up and catch it on this string right here. And if you look at it, This is the string where you had caught the yo-yo before, and then there's this little kink, and this is the string where you're going to catch it now, coming right around the first finger of your yo-yo hand. And so the other thing that you want to do is, as soon as the yo-yo lands on this string, you want to drop this string off of these fingers, the string that was making this hole that you used before. You want to drop that string off of these fingers, just like that. And so now you can see that the only string that you have left on your opposite hand is the string going around your thumb, and that's the string that went around your thumb at the beginning of the trick. So when you're working on this part of the trick, you want to make sure to give it a lot of practice and get it down so that you can do each element without any hesitation, and that'll help this part of the trick look as good as possible. From here, you're going to toss the yo-yo off of the string toward the dominant side of your body, and what that'll do is tighten all these strings up here in the middle, which will allow you to have enough room to mount the yo-yo over your first finger on your opposite hand over here. And what you want to do is pinch the string right here, and then drop the string off of the thumb of your opposite hand, and that'll leave some string over here on your yo-yo hand. And what you want to do is take your thumb of your opposite hand and lift this string up that's right in between your thumb and your first finger of your yo-yo hand. And as you do that, you're going to pull down with the thumb of your yo-yo hand. And before, you'll remember that the yo-yo was mounted on the string right here. So when you push down with your thumb, you're going to actually pull back toward you, and that will help the string get off of the yo-yo, which you're going to need for the next part of the trick. So now that you've got your hands like this, you're going to rotate your hand in towards yourself, and you're going to insert your fingers in the back of the string right here, and then you're going to drop the string off of your thumb, and as it's falling down, you're going to swing it over your wrist. And you can actually use the momentum of the string dropping off of your thumb to get it to carry right over your wrist, and then it'll be in one nice big motion. So once you have the strings in this position right here, what you want to do is you want to take your thumb on your opposite hand and push down into this string right here, just on the inside of that kink, and that's going to open up this area for you to pass the yo-yo right through. And the string should be sitting on top of your first finger right here, just like this still. And so what we found is that the easiest way to complete the next part of the trick is to just hook the string with your finger, just like that. And what you're going to do is you can lift your elbow up. That seems to open this area up a little bit more. You're going to pass the yo-yo through that area, and then around again in front of the strings, and then drop the string off of that finger. But you want to do it all in one motion. And so you just go through and then drop it on that second pass. And if you've hooked the string the way that we showed you, then that's going to make that a lot easier to do in one motion. Now, once you have passed the yo-yo through that area, you have exited not land. So congratulations on that. From here, you want to take all your fingers on your yo-yo hand out of the string, so it's just your two thumbs that are in the string like this. And then you're going to take the first finger on your opposite hand and lift the string up, and you're going to pinch the string right here, and that'll allow you to have some slack here. You're going to drop the string off of the thumb of your yo-yo hand. And so the last part of the trick here, you're just going to need to position this slack right underneath the yo-yo, because you're going to want to drop the yo-yo into it. So the easiest way to do that is to twist your opposite hand forward so that your thumb is a little bit more forward than it was before. And then you can also move your yo-yo hand forward to get that string into place. And then you just let go of the pinch, and the yo-yo will drop right into a green triangle. If you look at that green triangle, there's going to be a little extra twist in the top. That'll just let you know that you have done the trick properly. And then all you need to do to finish the trick is pop the yo-yo out the front and catch it back onto your trapeze. But one thing that you'll notice is that there's a little bit of an extra twist in the string right here. And if you're like me and you don't really like to end tricks that way, what you can do is you can do a jump rope. And so you're going to jump the yo-yo out the front again, and then do a jump rope where you pass the string from the front of the yo-yo to the back, and then land the yo-yo back on, and you can see that puts you right back into a trapeze. Again, you just dismount, bring the yo-yo back to your hand, and that is ladder escape.